Gang in the Philippines, where did you go? What are you doing? When are you coming back? We certainly miss you out here. We love your videos. You've got 10,000 subscribers waiting to hear from you. Come on back. Prior to the worldwide medical emergency we had a few years back, there was a channel on YouTube. It was called the GING in the Philippines. GING in the Philippines was adventures that she had with her then boyfriend. They had kind of matching YouTube channels. And I loved it. I mean, I thought she was great. She was bubbly. She was, very cute, great smile. I liked her personality a lot. I watched her a lot. And she had a lot of subscribers. She had like 10, or has now, like still 10,000 subscribers. It looks like she has not been on in over a year. I know that they had a breakup. It was a kind of a strange breakup. But they had a breakup, and she kind of went back to the province, and from what I understand, she's opened up a sari or something of that nature, and then moved back to Dumaguete to maybe go back to school. She was a student at the time. Well, like I said, she was a great gal. Loved watching her, enjoyed her. I do know that it was a very bizarre situation, whereas they were going about their regular daily life, and everything seemed fine. I thought they were a great couple. They were doing a lot of adventures together, doing a lot of videos together. And really, what appeared to be, it looked like it was a great match for each of them. And then, of course, we had the medical emergency, as I said, and then her boyfriend was doing a lot of just basically, at the table discussing different laws and all the different regulations we had to deal with during that period, because I was in Nicaragua, so I was waiting for things to open up. So I did watch him a little bit. He seemed to have good information at that time, and she wasn't doing a whole lot then either, because it wasn't really anything they could do. But maybe, I'm not sure their living situation, if they were living together part-time, whatever it was, or if they're locked up like the rest of us for that period of time during COVID. And of course, as most of you know, the Philippines was really locked down a lot tighter and a lot longer than most any other country in the world. So maybe that period of time, worked against them. I'm not sure what happened, but I could tell while I would be watching her boyfriend on some of his videos, I could see his body language, and I could see that, he would make facial expressions and movements that, were kind of negative towards her. So I could tell that there were some cracks going on in their relationship. I was hoping it wouldn't happen, because she seemed like an innocent, sweet young lady, and of course he was an older guy. So I hate to see that any time like that, especially when they're very sensitive. A lot of the Filipinos, they are very sensitive. Then you get a Western guy over here who may have some experience, take advantage of that sensitivity. But in any event, eventually as time went on, I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but I was trying to access some of her videos, and for a period there weren't any videos. And I was just kind of wondering what the heck went on. Because for a period it was great. There were regular videos, even when she was, everybody was locked up. Then all of a sudden it kind of just shut down. And as I said, this gal, she came from the province, and very nice, very passive type of gal, not aggressive, not a loud mouth, any of that stuff. College student there in Dumaguete, from what she said. So I have a lot of respect for that. Anybody that's going to college and trying to better themselves. So she was doing that, juggling that with her YouTube channel, as well as, trying to, develop a relationship with this foreign guy. So she was juggling all that. So she had a lot on her plate, I'm sure. And then, of course, dealing with the, the worldwide medical situation we were dealing with here. So she had a lot on her plate as well. And, of course, he was doing his, YouTube channel out of the apartment that he had. So, as time went on, like I said, things kind of blacked out and didn't hear anymore from her. and just kind of wondered what the heck happened. I mean, she was fairly consistent as far as production of her videos and things, and even though it was somewhat limited on where you could get out to. So like I said, she was a great gal, cute gal. And by the way, these photos are not her. I didn't get any off her website because of copyright, and I didn't want to infringe on her without any permission. Anyway, hey, also, could you guys subscribe if you would? I would greatly appreciate it. I do need the help with this channel right now. I'd appreciate it. But like I said, she was great, good-looking gal, looked very much like this one. Cute, and she was from out in the countryside up, I think, in Balawan or someplace like that. Country gal for sure. Gone to the city, go to college, and then bumped into a foreigner. Haven't you heard that story before? Unfortunately, it didn't have a good outcome, but she did like doing her videos. And she was very good at it. She had a lot of friends. She had a lot of good connections. She was able to get a lot of good guests on her channel. And you can actually go over to her channel still and see it today for the older videos. But like I say, she hadn't posted in a year and not sure what happened, but she's just up and gone. Very disappointing. And as far as the boyfriend, I'm not sure what happened, but all of a sudden he's on his motorcycle. He not only left town, but he was like Tom Cruise in Top Gun, just getting the heck out of town. Not only getting out of town, he left the whole island. So from my understanding, he went up to some place like Bohol and found some young 20-year-old girl, if the story is correct, and was staying with her for a little bit. And I was just wondering, why leave? What happened? What was going on? Why do you have to leave so quickly? Was there an assault? Was there accusations? Was there, a criminal investigation? What happened that would make you leave town and leave the island for, a period of time? To me, it was all very bizarre, very suspicious. Not sure what happened, if there was cheating. Could have been by either party. Not really sure what happened there. But I found it very curious. Why leave town? Why leave the island? It just didn't make any sense. I mean, if you're going to break up with someone, I understand that. You go your own ways. You get an apartment on the other side of town, and you start over. But this guy just blew off. I mean, he got on the motorcycle and just took off, jumped onto another island, stayed away for a while. It just looked very, very suspicious to me. But the funny thing about it, nothing was ever said by either party, by her or him on it. They just moved on, which I felt was unfair to viewers. I don't know if it was a matter of jealousy. Maybe he was jealous of her, she was jealous of him, which is not uncommon here in the Philippines. Maybe it was a situation where she had family members. He was concerned he may have to, help out with family members. He doesn't seem like the type that would be too willing to do something like that. I got a gut feeling that was probably a part of it, because I know she was very tight-knit with her family members, and I respect that a lot as well. I liked her videos on her family members when she would visit her uncles or whoever. I liked seeing that when she would go home and see her videos. But like I said, I'm just not sure what happened. I didn't think it was really fair to the viewers and subscribers that neither party even addressed what the heck happened. We didn't know. We were just kind of left hanging one day. One day, all of a sudden, just like out of nowhere, the meteor came down and hit and just boom, blew both of them apart. And their channels, and everybody's just sitting around shaking their head. All the subscribers are just sitting around shaking their head and wondering, what the heck happened? And, why take off like that and leave town, leave the island, and be gone for a period of time? I mean, you're waiting for things to cool down. I mean, it doesn't seem like he'd be afraid of that little gal. I mean, she's pretty tiny. I don't think there's anything much she could do unless she was going to make accusations against him, or I don't know. It just, the problem is it just leaves your imagination to run instead of them, like I've seen with others. People will sit down and explain what happened. We're all adults. You can explain what happened, and say, hey, look, you're the viewers. You have a right to know, and, we're not together any longer. It didn't work out, whatever. But there was no big, no news flash. Let's put it that way. No news flash on what had happened. I felt sorry for her because it looked like she was in a couple of videos she did do later. She looked totally emotionally devastated from the situation. Like I said, she was a young gal and he was an older guy, and I just felt so sorry for her. But in the meantime, I would certainly like to see her pick up the pieces, get back on YouTube. Did a great job. She got a lot of subscribers, our prayers, and we're still backing you. We're out here if you want to kind of get back on YouTube. We look forward to hearing from you, gang. Take care. Whatever you do, God bless. Okay.
He ain't slowing down, he's catching life at full speed.